Hey, what's up? How you doing? How are you? Welcome to Next Window, Please. I'm your host, Nick Allen. Thank you for checking out the show. Please, fucking like it, subscribe it, review it, talk some shit on the YouTube. It doesn't matter. Anything helps. I appreciate everybody for checking this out. It's been a minute since I put an episode out. I think the last episode that came out was the one with my nephew Dax from the 4th of July. It's been, what? I don't know, maybe fucking 6 weeks. Yeah, I don't know. I've been in a fucking funk. And I'm trying to work out of it. But in all honesty, that's what was going on. And yeah, I don't know. I've compiled some shit to talk about on this today. I'm not sure there'll be an actual theme. At some point, I realized I haven't done a French fry episode. So I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if we'll get to that today or not. Or maybe we'll talk about it a little bit. But I'll probably save that for another episode. I've got some guests coming up. Those shows haven't been filmed or recorded yet, but I've got some people that are interested in or said they'd be willing to do the podcast. So we'll get some guests on here. Hoping to catch my dad before he gets out of town. I think we'll make that happen. One thing I'm not sure what to do. Like Dax and I recorded outside on the deck with the lake behind us and shit. And I think I might if I have guests, I might just set up in my fucking driveway just outside of the garage. I think this said I got some what I think are cool posters on the wall. My family might disagree about the posters, but you might just use that as the background. But it's gonna be hot as fuck. But anyway, yeah, we'll make sure we're recording. Yeah, it's been a minute. Fucking thank you for listening, and thanks for all the good feedback on the episode with Dax. He's a stud. He just started fucking middle school. It's nuts. That kid's gonna be in middle school. We talked about that on the episode. I sent him a text. It's like the night before school started. I'm like, hey, have a great first day. Kick some ass. And he just goes, okay, I will. So anyway, he's a fucking stud. And yeah, that's it. That takes care of the taxes at middle school. Kick some ass, I will. Something to be said for leaving yourself some specific notes. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've just been in a fucking funk. Like, it happens sometimes. I've had depression throughout my life, but every once in a while, I don't know, you just fucking don't feel like doing anything. And then when you do something, it helps. It helps. You're like, that helps. And you're like, when everything feels like a fucking, like, Herculean or monumental task, it can be tough. But I don't know. I've got this week off from Todd and Tyler coming out. I'm just going to try to fucking reset a little bit and get back in some shit. Hopefully get a couple of these in the bank. Fucking Next Window, Please, fast food talk. There's been a lot that's happened. Not only fast food wise, but our house has changed a lot since the last episode we put out. I don't know if we discussed the dogs that were entering our family or not with Dax on the last episode, but as of now, well, as of now, I imagine the dog numbers are going to stay the same for a while. That's Tucker, our oldest dog. He's a champ. There's lots of times we think that could be it for Tucker, or he's not going to wake up when he's sleeping on the couch, and he's got diapers, goiters. I think he hasn't been able to hear for a long time. I think he might be going blind, but I don't know. He's chugging along, and he doesn't seem to be in pain, and who knows? So anyway, my house, we have Tucker, our oldest dog. He's 16. I think he'll be 17 in a couple months. He's got the issues I'd mentioned. We also have Roxy. I think Roxy's 12. She likes things a certain way, and she makes sure people know what way that is. She's actually in the room with me right now because now we have a new puppy. His name is Frank. He's a golden doodle. He is kind of gold. He's got some his paw, like on his right paw especially, just like it's like white up there. We had him out somewhere, and somebody thought he'd been injured. Like, oh, is your dog okay? Thought he was in a cast and shit. It does kind of look like that on his arm. But the reason Frank is at our house is because my daughter and her boyfriend wanted to get a puppy. They did get a puppy. His name is Herbie, but the people that had this litter of puppies had an extra puppy, and there was one more puppy, and They're like, Hunter, you should get this puppy. My youngest son. He's like, I was against it. We had the dogs. Dogs are a lot of work. Puppies especially. But so I was like, no, we don't need this dog. And then when just as we were headed down to the Ozarks, they send a fucking a picture. Hunter's like, there's one more dog. Hunter's like, let me see a picture. And like, all right. So he sent him a picture, and in this picture, Frank, who now lives with us, his nose was just all shaved. It was just like a weird looking fucking picture of a dog, and Hunter's response was just, never mind. And then they're like, no, it's fine. He had to have his nose shaved for some reason. Who knows what the fuck he got into based off of what he's been getting into in our house. But like, no, it's fine. It'll grow back out. He'll be cute. And he is. He's fucking super cute. But I was still against the dog until just as we were leaving for the trip. The Hunter, it wasn't a guilt trip, Billy, but he was like, hey, I'm only going to be in the house for a couple more years. Wouldn't it be special if there was a puppy there too? And like, yeah, like the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. Like his sister, she still lives here, but she's gone. She's busy. She's not home a lot. His older brother moved out of the house. So now I don't know. Fucking Frank's here now. He's a stud. He's smart. He'll sit down. He'll shake. Like if you go to give him a bone, even if you're just like sit, he'll throw the paw up too. Like you probably would have shake too. He's good about going outside, all that stuff. But he's a puppy. He has very sharp teeth and a large jaw, and he's kind of like Pac-Man. Like he's just chomp, 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 chomping at air or whatever's in the path of his teeth. So I've been trying to be good about just making sure, there's a bone or a toy, something that is supposed to be in his mouth. Is what it is. He was at my mother-in-law's house recently, and we were like, where is the dog? So it's like a little fucking kid. You gotta know where this puppy is all the time. He's like gnawing on this Christmas ornament. Luckily it didn't like make too much of a dent in it. But, one of the special Christmas ornaments that's out year round. Yeah, I don't know, Frank. It's good. I think it's good he's been around. It's helped me out there. Puppies can definitely be fucking annoying, but he's cool and he's cute when they come up and give you affection. He's not like a big cuddler, but every once in a while he'll come up and be like, "What's up, man?" And that's good. He's funny when he's fucking confused. He'll like cock his head and be like, "What's going on?" Oh, the dog's smart, and I don't know where I'd rank him over on our dogs I wish could talk. Tucker, I would be interested to hear Tucker speak briefly, very briefly. I don't know how many thoughts this dog has had in his entire life, and I think if he could talk, he might just be like, fucking, couch, if he even knows that. Or he might just throw out like one syllable at a time. Roxy, if she could speak, I don't know, she'd probably chew us out for something. Chew me out at least. I think at least she would let my wife know how much affection she feels for her. But she's definitely attached to my wife. My wife's like sort of like a dog whisperer. The puppy loves her instantly. I think they can feel. I think maybe dogs can sense my annoyance. Like I love dogs, but there's times like you let a dog out, you're like, cool, they're out, and then fucking they're inside for 40 seconds. And like, hey, what if I went out again? Like, it's fine. Roxy's just fucking staring at the door right now. I wonder if she'll come over here. I'll pop her. Roxy, hey, come here. Here, check. This will be YouTube only. Come here. Here's Roxy. Hey, what's up? She can't talk. My daughter was just showing me these AI generated videos of dogs on a podcast complaining about how like when they finally take the toy back to the owner just fucking throws it again and shit. They're pretty funny. That might have backfired. Now she's growling at the door. She was fine, Peter. She's got to be here because both puppies are at our house right now. So Frank's here all the time. My daughter's dog, Herbie, cute dog. They look completely different. Like it's kind of surprising that they're brothers. But initially, they were both going to be at our house. Herbie was going to be here every other week. 1 week here, 1 week at my daughter's boyfriend's house. But turns out there's a thing called litter mate syndrome where these dogs can kind of become like too close and it stunts their development. So he's over at her boyfriend's house all the time. But they're out of town this weekend, so both those dogs are here and they're crazy. And they try to fuck Roxy all the time. So Roxy's up here because she's a piece of ass, apparently. These dogs are so much bigger than her, too. And it's weird because these dogs, like, they were born April 15th. So these dogs are, what, fucking 4 months old? And they do tricks, they run around, they hump and shit. Like, it's nuts how much more advanced puppies are than babies. It's a human baby at 4 months old. They're not doing much. I mean, they'll recognize you and laugh. I don't know, maybe, let's look this up. Fucking, 4-month-old baby milestones. It's kind of fucked up after mentioning the humping. It's good that 4-month-old babies aren't humping. Kids should wait a while for that, actually. Well beyond where you're referring to their age in months. Okay, so a 4-month-old baby gains better head control, can roll over, can begin to reach and grasp for objects. They also start to babble, smile, and laugh, and respond to familiar faces and sounds. So, a puppy's way more advanced than that. I don't know, it probably just equates with the lifespan. Don't they say that, like, however long the gestation period is for at least a mammal is how long they're gonna live. So, dogs aren't pregnant for that long. Their lives are shorter. Humans, 9 months, and whatever the life expectancy is now. Tortoise isn't a fucking mammal. They live forever too, and they're just at eggs. So I don't know. That's I'll have to get a fucking scientist on here to fucking figure out why tortoises live so long. There's some tortoises that are like fucking 200 years old. That's nuts. It's fucking nuts. So anyway, yeah, that's we got a puppy now. We've had some fast food. It was my youngest son's birthday. We'd been where else? I think we were at like a baseball game, one of my nephew's baseball games or something. So after this game, we're like, okay, Hunter's birthday was the next day. We're like, we'll go get dinner. We went to a fucking Dairy Queen. So the kids wanted ice cream and burgers. We walk into this Dairy Queen, and there'd already been a line through the drive-thru. Hang on, I gotta let Roxy out before she's ready. Go, puppy. All right. She's better off. She fucking bolted. She's got to see what my wife's doing. So yeah, we go to this Dairy Queen. There was already a line. The drive-thru line was troubling. We're like, oh, maybe the drive-thru is just busy. Maybe the inside's not that bad. We walk inside, and we're, I don't know, probably the third people in line. There's a bunch of other people waiting around. I turned to the kids. And it's like, hey, like, let's go somewhere else. This isn't going to work out. And they're like, no, it's fine. They know I have no patience. I have no patience. And I could also see when a situation is not going to work out. I'm like, this is not going to fucking fly. So I turned to this dude that's standing just like right by the pop machine and shit. I'm like, how long have you been? Or I was like, are you in line? And he's like, no. I'm like, how long have you been waiting? And he just goes, forever. I'm like, all right, shit. Like, let's go somewhere else. And I get the line that I've gotten previously when I suggest somewhere else. We'll always be like, well, there's nothing else. Like, there's always fucking something else. And like, somewhere, if you're in a populated area, there's something, and it's a reasonable time. There's something else. But like, no, we'll just wait. So we wait, and the people, there's the older couple that was in front of us, and like they were trying to use fucking coupons. It was like seeing like the gas station lottery guy at fucking Dairy Queen handing him fucking coupon. I'm like, that guy exists here too? It's fucking nuts. But and the kids figured out I wasn't gonna work. They're like, all right, fine, let's figure something else out. So we ended up going to Freddy's Burgers and Fries. Freddy's, I've actually had it twice since the last recording of this podcast. It's fucking good. If you have, I don't know what's their official title. It's like Freddy's fucking custard burger. Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers. I don't know if that's what they put on the sign. That's what the website says. I don't know. Is the fucking sign that big? It might be. Yeah, big Freddy's in cursive font, and then it might say all that shit down below too. But I got their, what was it, the original double combo? I think you get it California style. I think this compares to In-N-Out. At least I think the California style is their version of American style. Let me make sure I'm getting the name of this burger right. It's California style double combo. So the California double style is. I hate how these places make you like fucking start in order basically to look at the menu. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, California style double combo from Freddy's. 2 steak burger patties, cheese, onion, Thousand Island, lettuce, and tomato on a toasted bun. Served with your choice of a side and a drink. I like their fries. Their fries are just like the little fucking potato string fries, basically. A little thicker than potato string. They're small. They're fucking. There's not much width to them or anything. They're tiny and they're crispy, and I think they're seasoned well. And they also have a fry sauce that's good, but I didn't even use that the last two times I got that. It's their steak burgers are fucking thin and kind of like juicy enough and kind of crispy at the same time, and it's almost kind of like a grown up Big Mac a little bit with some fucking tomatoes thrown on there and no extra bun and thinner burgers. I'd be interested to see how the thickness of a regular Freddy's burger compares to the patty of a Big Mac. They're probably pretty similar, I'd imagine. But anyway, I've had that twice. Yeah, and then I think it compares to an In-N-Out burger animal style. Let's see what the official definition of animal style is. Well, the patty is mustard grilled with added pickles, extra spread, similar to Thousand Island, and grilled onions. So they don't have a tomato on there. Yeah, animal style, or you can get animal style fries too with melted cheese, grilled onions, and spread. Yeah, can I get a side of spread, please? Yeah, not so. And this is not. It's not actually on the menu, but it's not. It's a fairly well-known modification to the In-N-Out burger. I'd put this Freddy's burger right up there with that. As a good choice. And Dairy Queen, there's no way the burger was gonna be that good, as good as the Freddy's burger from Dairy Queen. Speaking of underlooked burgers, I might have had a quarter pounder from McDonald's for the first time. When I was young, I had a Big Mac, and I was like, that to me was the gold standard at McDonald's. It still is, but I think as of having that first quarter pounder, I'm gonna have to rethink my rankings of my ultimate fast food sandwiches. I'd still have the Big Mac at number one. I don't know if the quarter pounder should be two instead of the Whopper. It's tough. I think it's tough. I'm gonna have to have more quarter pounders and throw a Whopper or two in there before I make an official judgment. But not hit that. No, I need like a fucking dry erase board on the wall or something. I know dry erase though, that signifies impermanence. You think maybe have you ever seen like NFL teams do the draft boards where they have like the fucking magnetic shit on there? That might be a bit much. Or maybe how they slide names in and out on like a golf tournament, like Happy Gilmore style. Do that. Anyway, the quarter pounder was fucking amazing. I thought the cheese might have been too much. Thought the flavor and the thickness of the patty it's just what it needed. The burger's a fucking masterpiece, and they have actual diced onion, or not diced onions, little slices of onions on there instead of the rehydrated onions that come with that are on the Big Mac or the standard burgers from McDonald's. Yeah, I just thought it was phenomenal. I think I'd like to try 2 quarter pounder patties with the Big Mac sauce and lettuce and Thousand Islands. A Big Mac like that. I wonder if they could put just a little bit of bread in the middle. If you had 2 quarter pounder what the fuck? Yeah, 2 quarter pounder patties, and also added an additional piece of bread in the middle of it for like the Big Mac style bun. I think that might be a bit much, but you always give it a shot. You guys ever see those reels? My algorithm's fucked. But my algorithm is a lot of on Facebook especially. It's a lot of just sandwiches, people making briskets, cutting into steaks and shit. Um, it's a lot of that. But some of these people, it'll just be like a point of view, like people making McDonald's. I mean, I don't know. Did they do a fucking ride along at McDonald's? I'm like, hey, I'd like to see taste testing of the double quarter pounder, Big Mac style, with or without the extra bun in the middle. I've tried to talk myself into a fucking couple ride-alongs with police officers before, but that's never happened. And sometimes you get the unexpected ride-along with a cop, but that's not in the front seat, and that's not as fun. Yeah, the quarter pounder. I bet McDonald's, they've since changed their Happy Meal toys. It's what Dax and I talked about on the last episode. I ended up with a handful of them. I've got some of them here. This is the little fuck. This is a fryer. It's a little McDonald's fryer. 2 baskets of fries. There's a little switch on the back where you can get the fry baskets go up and down. Also got this old school like Halloween style bucket like they used to put the Happy Meals in. I'm not sure if they still do that anymore or not. There was one of these toys I was looking for specifically, and it was like the little McDonald's restaurant. There was a little like pop-up drive-through as well. So I don't know. I might have to go. Am I gonna be fucking 43 years old and trying to find a McDonald's Happy Meal toy on eBay? I might be. I definitely, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be doing that. Now they switched the toys. I think the toy now is it's a collaboration between Hello Kitty and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So like Hello Kitty-ish looking Ninja Turtles. Or Ninja Turtles that look Hello Kitty-ish. Whatever. They're fine. It's nothing like this little McDonald's. The other thing that's going on with McDonald's is they've got these adult Happy Meals now where you can get them with a quarter pounder or a 10-piece nugget, a fry, and this new shake that they have, like a McDonald's Land shake. And it said it comes with a nostalgic toy. The nostalgic toy is like a little tin that has, I don't know, fucking Grimace or the Hamburglar on it or whatever. It's like a boring fucking, it's like a toy that they think like adults would like. Adults would like shit like that, like make a bigger version of the McDonald's Land toy or the little McDonald's toy for the adult Happy Meal. I don't get the shake is inspired by blue lava. The thing about this the thing about this meal is I went to get it. It's like, all right, I'll get the adult Happy Meal. I've always needed to fucking try a quarter pounder. Let me do this. I brought this meal up on the app. The fucking meal on the app was like $16 for an adult Happy Meal. That's fucked up. Like, hey, you're an adult. Not like a regular Big Mac meal around here is, I don't know, what, 10, 11? I don't know if it's just extra because of the shake or they think, but I doubt they're selling many of these, and that kind of sucks because I like the idea behind it, but having to get the shake and the prices and the toy kind of sucks. It's fucked up. Hopefully they can make some changes. They don't give up on it entirely. But yeah, so instead I got the quarter pounder. I had a free fucking large fry in the app, so I did that for $7. And I'm not a big shake guy, especially like shake with a bunch of like pink whipped cream on the top, inspired by blue lava. No, so don't you want to fucking drink with that? Like an actual drink? Do people do that? Do you just get a shake as a drink? Let's see what's actually in this shake. The Mount McDonald Land shake. My youngest son tried this and he liked it. But it's not something that I'd. I was like, okay. Mount McDonald Land shake features McDonald's signature soft serve and berry flavors and has a vibrant blue color with pink whipped cream. And known to the quote lava that erupts from Mount McDonald Land and clouds that sit at its peak. Is anybody even familiar with? I guess McDonald Land is where all these fucking people hung out. I always figured that like the McDonald mascots were just hanging out in and around the restaurant. Like Ronald McDonald's like the fucking CEO, the spokesperson. The Hamburglars there trying to steal shit. Grimace is just, I don't know, do whatever the fuck Grimace would do. All right, how we doing? Thank you again for checking out the show. Yeah, if you got anything you want to reach out to me about, hit me up at nextwindowpod@gmail.com. And yeah, I want to do that fry ranking. It's not looking like we'll get to that today. I want to put some more thought into that too. If you've got any fries you think I should check out before I get to this fry ranking, please let me know. I got the Lux Box from Taco Bell since we've last spoken. I think that is a very I hear a lot of people talk about it, but yeah, I think it's a kind of an overlooked, very good deal. Unlike the fucking adult Happy Meal from McDonald's. So Lux Box at Taco Bell. But when I went, I got like the $5 version. For that, I get the fucking beef chalupa, the beef and bean burrito, like the 5-layer. I think it's like a 5-layer thing. I get that without beans, and chips and cheese, and a fucking drink, and it was like $5.79. It's a pretty amazing deal. They also have $7 versions and excuse me, and $9 versions. So let's see. I just mentioned the $5 one where, yeah, so when you pick your main item here, I'm not sure why it's making you pick a drink first. Okay, let's just go through this. Let's choose a drink. We'll just say strawberry lime refresca. That's the first thing that popped up. Then you've got the beefy 5-layer burrito. Oh, maybe did they change this? This says crunchy taco. I was able to get a chalupa. Oh, that would suck. Yeah, they did. This is just a taco now. But this is also on the website. I think on the app is different. So the actual app, I'm using my phone to record this. Anyway, anytime I've got to get the Lux Box, instead of a chalupa, you can get, I think, a stacker taco, a crunch wrap, something like that. I'm gonna have to have access to a phone before we can dug into these. We'll get to those. I don't want to give anybody bad information just based off of what's available on the website as opposed to the app. So, well, we had some Papa John's. Since this is gonna read like a litany of like everything you're told fucking not deep. Whatever. If you're listening to this, I don't think it's been fucking 6 weeks. I've had some fucking fast food and pizza and shit. I had fried chicken yesterday. It was nothing worth discussing here. Grocery store fried chicken. It was fine. It's fucking fried chicken. But, we had Papa John's. I'd had Papa John's in a long time. My son got a buffalo chicken pizza. A lot of times I'm not really into those. I didn't try that, but my wife we got one that was, I don't know, it was pepperoni, half fucking excuse me, half of it had mushrooms, half of it had olives. I'm not quite sure that's how we meant to order it, but that's what we got, and it was really good. The crust especially. I hadn't had Papa John's in a very long time, and that crust stood out. I think you can see why they're fucking popular. That dude had to step down. Papa John himself had to step down. Well, wasn't he throwing racial slurs out in a meeting or whatever? They bring Shaq in. Shaq's like, hey, the pizza's still cool. So, that was good. And I helped my sister move. My sister moved into a new house, and first she's like, yo, I'll get sandwiches for lunch. We're getting Picklemans. I'm like, great. That sounds awesome. I wonder how far Pickleman's stretches. Let's see. I don't know if that's I think it might be a somewhat national thing. I hope so. They've got fucking something going on with their sandwiches. Yeah, it looks like it might just be more Midwest. Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma. Right, yeah, if you're anywhere where there's a Pickleman's, I would highly recommend it. There was a fairly local sandwich place called Blimpie's that was around here for a long time, and it's really not now. They had a bullshit one that was kind of pretending to be Blimpie's at the airport, but their bread was different. I think everybody could see through that shit. But, yeah, Blimpie's is gone, and I think Pickleman's is maybe the closest you can get to Blimpie's. But She's like, we're getting Picklemans. I'm like, oh, cool. Then she's like, I ordered sandwiches. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's a lot of times people are like, what kind of sandwich do you want? And it does end up being a pain in the ass. Because it's like, oh, I don't want fucking onion. I don't want this. So what Picklemans had was this box that was, I don't know, maybe like the size of, like if you sat it down on the passenger seat in your car, it'd probably take up most of like that surface area. And on the bottom, whereas I think there were like 3 different varieties of sandwiches. Actually, let's see. You just go to Pickleman's website. So if this is your first time listening to the show, it's not a lot of prep work done on here. Let's Google for shit ass. You imagine like watching the news or whatever. They're like, yeah, let's Google that. Oh, they might be doing that shit. Anyway, Pickleman's Catering. So yeah, this fucking sandwich box was amazing, and oh yeah, now I gotta pick a fucking location. Like, just let me see what's in the catering box. Let me decide if I want to find a location. Catering sandwiches. Here we go. Yeah, so this was, I think it was probably like a fucking 20-piece sandwich box. You get your choice of sandwiches. You can go toasted or untoasted. Oh, she must have just gotten her own combo. Looks like you can select from any sandwich they have on their menu. What was at her house? There was one that was kind of like an Italian. Looked like it had like pepperoni and some salami on it and shit. I get one that was like roast beef and turkey, just kind of like a clubbish sandwich. One looked like it had bologna. I stayed away from that. I'm not a bologna guy. If bologna's in hot dog form and it's cooked, I like it. If it's cold fucking bologna on a sandwich, I'd rather not. But I ended up with the roast beef and the turkey. And then, so this box, the one that she ordered didn't have anything on the sandwiches in the box. So the bottom part was just all these sandwiches cut in half. And then there was like a little lid insert that had, on the left and right side, it had shredded lettuce. And then there was a row that kind of connected that had, it was like tomatoes, onions, olives. Olives might have been different on the side. But then in between that, there were 4 bottles. I think one had mayonnaise, one had mustard, one had oil, and one had vinegar. So you got all these fucking sandwiches. You got basically anything you would want on the sandwich. I think she has for jalapenos on the side and maybe something else. But it was so fucking convenient, and it was fresh, and it tasted great. And I'll be thinking about that for a while. And I'll definitely make my way back to Pickleman's sooner rather than later. I'm putting this out Sunday, August 17th. If you've listened to this before, we talked about going to the gathering of the Juggalos, and that was this weekend, and I did not go. I've been seeing some pictures online. The Insane Clown Posse is popping up in my algorithm now, but we're not there. Hoping to make a run for that next year, and we'll see what happens. It would be cool. I will be going to see Cypress Hill 1 week from tonight at we're going to fucking Stir Concert Cove in Council Bluffs, Iowa. If you're fucking there, say what's up, and we can all just fucking, float and listen to Cypress Hill. I'm excited for that. Fucking the Far Side's on that show. Lupe Fiasco, I think. Always wanted to see the Far Side. And they'll fucking be there. And they'll be there with Cypress Hill. The first time I saw Cypress Hill, they were with the symphony, and it was fucking amazing. We've talked about that on here before too, but I'm really interested to see them just play a fucking straight up show with a DJ, no tuxes, see what like their regular stage setup is like. That will be, that'll be a fucking blast. So I'm gonna go through this Reddit fast food thread here, see if there's any news worth really talking about, and then I think we'll get out of here and let you guys go get some lunch, huh? Taco Bell welcomes back cheesy street chalupas, limited time. Looks like a chupa that's a chupa, a chalupa. It's kind of double stack. It's like the double stacked taco. Steak cheesy street chalupas feature. I started reading too far ahead. Quesalupa inspired shell stuffed with melted mozzarella and pepper jack cheese, marinated grilled steak, an onion and cilantro blend, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It sounds kind of interesting. Cantina Cheesy Street Chalupas features savory, slow roasted chicken, an onion and cilantro blend, and jalapeno ranch sauce, served in 2 quesalupa inspired shells stuffed with the same cheese as the other one, the mozzarella and the pepper jack. It was good. I'm kind of surprised they're using mozzarella cheese in that. Maybe that does make sense. I don't know. I always figured that was more of a fucking Italian thing. Mozzarella cheese. I don't know if I've ever seen mozzarella cheese at a Mexican restaurant, unless it's one of those places that serves like mozzarella sticks. But anyway, KFC revives potato wedges and hot wings by overwhelming demand. That's fine. I haven't had those in a long time. I'm sure they're good. What did they have instead? If they didn't have potato wedges, instead, I think they'd have to have some sort of fucking fried potato. Oh yeah, they had those fries for a while, just like their secret recipe of fries. Why does everything at KFC have to be a fucking secret? I saw there was an article about a McDonald's hack that you could use. I'm not sure if you could just type in an actual special request on the app or ask for it in the store. It said that whatever seasoning they put on the burgers is good on the fries and on the chicken McNuggets too. So, Chick-fil-A unveils a pretzel cheddar club sandwich plus original and Chick-fil-A sauce waffle potato chips. That's available starting tomorrow. I don't know about a fucking chicken sandwich on a pretzel bun. I've never been huge on the pretzel bun. Panda Express releases new Buldak Dynamite sweet and sour chicken. When I read this first, I thought it said something else. But that looks pretty good. Select Panda Express markets. Just fucking put it out there everywhere. 10 cities while supplies last. It's not going to be Omaha. Fucking Omaha used to be a test market for fast food, but then they realized that Omaha eats fucking everything, and it's not a good test market because just because it sells in Omaha does not mean that it will sell around the rest of the country. Omaha was one of, if not the only one of like 2 or 3 test markets for the KFC Double Down, where, just 2 pieces of fucking chicken tenders with melted cheese and bacon in the middle. And the rest of the country has Omaha to thank for that. California chain beats In-N-Out Burger. The Habit Burger Grill, a California-based chain, has been named the best fast food burger in the United States for the 2nd consecutive year, beating out In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out will always be around the top of the rankings as long as they keep if they keep the standard down. Any In-N-Out I've been to, it's always fucking hot, fresh, everybody's friendly, nobody's waiting very long. The burgers, I'm fine. But I think that stuff helps it a lot more than the actual taste and, the burger. Crumbled cookies, new chocolate strawberry cheesecake, that looks fucking good. Red Robin offers $9.99 Big Yum meal. It's okay. Like, that's a good deal. You gotta go fucking sit down at Red Robin. And all these places, I imagine that fucking Applebee's kind of has something similar to this, where, by the time you tip, you're probably paying what you'd pay at a fast food restaurant. Even less if you're getting that fucking adult Happy Meal. It's like $200, but it comes with like a little tin. Hey, adults love nothing more than little tins with shit in it. Have something fun, like get a fucking like rocket launcher or something. Does McDonald's think everybody's fucking old and grown up and boring now? It's probably true. It's hot as fucking balls here right now, and I gotta put some fertilizer down on my lawn and like those kind of things. Like, it's something I have to think about, something I need to do, but like that shit makes me feel old. Or when, twice since I've recorded this last, we got some saltwater taffy from the Lake of the Ozarks. My son went to Colorado, brought some saltwater taffy home from there. And twice I've eaten so much taffy that I've ruined a handful of my day. Fucking 2-3 hours are just like, just don't fucking feel good. Maybe that's why, like, why you been in a funk? I don't get too much saltwater taffy, baby. Like, that should be a thing. Why? I don't know. 7-Eleven welcomes new bacon lovers pizza and jalapeno ranch chicken taquito. Fucking stay in your lane. Just make good fucking hot dogs and have slushies. Who gives a shit? Whataburger unveils new bacon Wrangler double. This looks good. Fucking double Whataburger cheese. Oh yeah. Fucking talk about bacon Monterey Jack and American cheeses, crispy onion strings, pickles, and chipotle aioli. All served on 2 plain toasted buns. Yeah, that looks fucking phenomenal. I wish there was a Whataburger closer. My son and I, we went down to the Chiefs training camp because we didn't go last year, and then they lost the Super Bowl. More often than not, when we've gone to this training camp, they've won the Super Bowl. It's fucking crazy being a Chiefs fan now. But yeah, we went and we were gonna go. It's in the training camp. The Kansas City Chiefs training camp is in St. Joseph, Missouri. So we found this barbecue place online. It just looked like this little fucking renovated gas station or shack or something. We're like, that looks fucking awesome. We'll go there. We'll park there. Fuck, there was one other car and somebody was just walking out. It said they were open online and they weren't fucking open. And by that point we'd kind of like we would have had to like drive back into St. Joe to go to, I don't know, fucking Wendy's or whatever. So we just started driving. And we tried to hit up a Wendy's on the way back. They were fucking busy. It's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 baseball teams all fucking showed up at this Wendy's at the same time. So like, there's no way we're doing that. Then we ended up not far from home eating Freddy's. Freddy's was fucking, it was just as good as it was the previous time I just had it. But yeah, fucking, there's Whataburgers in Kansas City. I wish there was one here. Bird Dog and Peach Cobbler are back at Bojangles. Bird Dog, just like, was that a fucking chicken hot dog? Yeah, it is. It's just the Bird Dog is a chicken tender with some sauce and a couple pickles on a hot dog bun. Yo, I don't hate it. Popeyes launches new chicken dippers with new signature sauce. Doesn't something have to earn the right to be called a signature sauce? And yeah, these just look like little fucking chicken nuggets. I'm sure they're good. Popeyes, anything I've ever had from Popeyes is good. KFC revamps their logo to show a serious Colonel as it tries to win back market share. They think that's going to help? They try to revamp or reclaim market share from Popeyes, Raising Cane's, Wingstop, and Chick-fil-A. Just like, what, like the fucking Colonel's mad at you now? That'll help sales. Like, man, we're going to go to Popeyes, but the Colonel's pissed. Let's go to KFC instead. I don't know where I just heard this story, but somebody was saying that the Colonel used to, like, the actual fucking Colonel would go into KFCs after they'd been, franchised all over the place. And if he didn't like the chicken, he would just like fucking throw it on the ground and shit. That's a serious Colonel. Can you imagine going into the fucking KFC? Oh, cool, the Colonel's here. And he's like, fuck this chicken. Like, what? I thought this was your thing. All right. I think that might be about the end of the news. That might be about the end of this episode. Sadly, it's not from the Gathering of the Juggalos. Yeah, I'm glad to. It feels good to be recording this again. Thanks to everybody that fucking listens to this and checks it out. Yeah, if you dig it, fucking, tell a friend. Fucking tell your cousin. Tell your brother-in-law. I don't know. I'm about to go see my brother-in-law. We're gonna eat some fucking chicken parm at his mom's house, I think. So it's it's hot as balls. It will be good, but it's a heavy meal on a hot day. And yeah, I'm always doing shows. Fucking nicksallens.com. I've got all my stand-up comedy dates up there. Having fun doing that. So yeah, thanks to everybody that's been to a show recently, and thank you so much for checking this out. And we'll be back soon. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get my dad shouldn't be hard to get. He's going to be in town for a little while longer. He said he wanted to do it. So if you have any questions that you'd like me to ask him, that yeah, maybe something you've been wondering. Fucking hit me up. Nextlittlepod@gmail.com. Thanks again for listening. Peace.